Hello and welcome to the Path of Least Resistance. I am Diaversai, and today we're going to be doing monthly challenges 1 through 12 of the July 2025 monthly challenges. To start with, we're going to be using Sett. Relics are Archangel Staff, Grand General's Counterplant, and Chemtech Duplicator. And it's going to be against Poppy with special rules Dying Laughing. Game start, all players summon a 0-10 Phantom Prankster. See if we can solve my voice going out. I like this here, it's 2 mana gems. Mana is important to Sett. I don't think we need to take any cards. Shouldn't make a difference, shouldn't matter. And we can take Regeneration, actually probably isn't bad. But we're just going to go with Savage Shield instead, and we go into Poppy, whose power is Heroics. Round start, grant the foe's strongest ally +1/+1 for each of their other allies. And we're going to start by dropping the Dark Bulb Acolyte. Follow it up with a Twisted Catalyzer. This will give us plenty of mana going forward. Be able to play Sett next round. Now we have tons of mana. Coin is worth 5. I'm gonna go ahead and do a double stun here. That's unfortunate. Could use Tag Out. Still lose the Sett for this round. But we can use... Coin will give us a 9. We can fill 8 right now, so it's fine. Drop Sett. Go ahead and place our bets. That'll give us a ton of mana back from this next coin. And just make sure we don't die from running out of deck space.
Looks like a full house. Nice work.
Drop another unit, this seems good. It's probably like overly thought out. I don't think it needed to be quite that complicated. Challenge 2 is Sejuani. Special rules are Merciless Marksman. Game start, all players summon a Crackshot Corsair. And Frenzied Fighting. The player's units have +2/+2. Round end, deal 2 to all the players' units. So I think we can probably keep the Crackshot Corsair alive as long as we play enough mana. But that might be difficult because we don't start with mana. Here's a mana gem, so we'll take that. Cost reduction on Tag Out could be nice. And then on Sett, we can take... I think I want cost reduction. We can find it. Don't find cost reduction, but we do get +3/+3. We could Tag Out here. If we play a spell, it'll reduce the cost and kind of refill itself on the coin. I'm just gonna drop Pit Professional though. That'll make it so our opponents won't attack. We can Tag Out here. We can play the coin first too, just to make it free. I'll play a unit, we drop our Crackshot Corsair again. I think we just want to chill. We can attack with the Pit Professional, it's fine. As long as we play 6 mana here, we'll be good. So let's drop Sett.
Give him a show, huh?
That's our 6 mana. Get 2 more coins. Probably should have waited until next round so that Gangplank would have been active. But it didn't, so.
Fist meet face.
Gonna be making a lot of coins here. Play belt security.
Nice work. And would it kill you?
Use the coin. I think I want to attack now.
I saw you looking at me.
Everything will live, so it's fine. They don't have any mana, so they can't do anything. We can drop another belt security, play place your bets. Gives us rally. Also gives us more coins. We won't need them though. Challenge number 3 is Lee Sin. We're using Sett again. Special rules are Savage Mysticism. Each player gets a mana gem at round start. And the mini boss is Zoe. Relics haven't changed. Archangel's Staff, Chemtech, and Grand General's Counterplan. So, as always, we're looking for a mana gem. We have one in Senna. Savage Mysticism will also help with that a little bit. I think reducing the cost by the cost of our champion is pretty good, because our champion's expensive. Zephyr Sage, with the Iceborne is going to be pretty good. Take this tag out with Storm Calling. We could roll into something good there. Or not. We won't know until it happens. But random is fun. Drop the droplet. Zoe attacks, we kill Zoe. I'm sure they have another one in hand. Actually, probably not. Usually they play the one that you can see first. Looks like we can play Sett already.
That's all there is to it. Beat, lose, you.
Kill the goat.
In the ring.
Get some mana gems. Or not mana gems. Mana. Copy a card. I think Facebreaker. Feel like I got hit by spell shield. Got it. That didn't do anything, but I guess it wasn't supposed to, so that's fine. Get Lucian down here. Lucian? Not sure.
Nice work. And would it kill you to smile?
Play the coin. Play about security.
Nice work.
Play another about security. Pretty good attack. They're gonna block this anyway. May as well just. But wait, there's more. I forgot there was more. Still can't find cost reduction, but that's okay. Because of Savage Mysticism, we have plenty of mana. Cut a card. Worst card is... I don't know. Maybe Dancing Droplet. Pit Professional. All of the cards are kind of good. I got rid of Radiant Strike. Now we go into Lee Sin, whose power is always listening. When the foe attacks, create 2 Resonating Strikes in hand. They cost 0. Senna will give us a mana gem. Can't attack with her though. Get Sett down here. And we'll pass. If we were to block, they would use Resonating Strikes and they could kill any of our units, so we're not doing that. They play the Resonating Strikes anyway. This gives Lee Sin his level up. Then I think we're just gonna drop Zephyr Sage here, and we'll copy the coin. I don't like that. I'm gonna go ahead and tag out here. And pick up Kingfisher and Tiana. Drop Sett. We have a lot of mana in coin. We can play our accountant first, then we'll play our coin. Then I think we attack. These are cost reduced because of the Sigil of the Storm. Challenge 4 is Poppy. Special rules are Dune Striders. Each round, the player's first Shurima card costs 1 less to play. And we're going to be using Twisted Fate, Scourge's Stash, Chemtech Duplicator, and Luden's Tempest. We're going to be using him for the next 3 challenges. One of those is a bad pick, but it's fine. And I think I'm going to take Mana Gem. I like Mana Gem. Mage Seeker's Clearance is interesting. I'm going to take it, but I'm not sure it's good. Extra stats on Twisted Fate is great. He is very susceptible to dying. Then we go into Poppy, whose power is Heroics. Round start, grant the foe's strongest ally +1/+1 for each of their other allies. You excited to see what 7-star powers are and what Mel does? I am. So this was the major potential downside of taking Mage Seeker's Clearance. We're just losing a bunch of cards here. Oh, we can play one of them, it shuffles back to the deck. That'll prevent us from decking out later. But unfortunately we can't take like a huge advantage of it. I think we just blue card here. I can click the button properly. Final Spark. I'll give us a Destiny card. I think we want a blue card again. I'm afraid that's a mistake. Yeah, we're just dropping Twisted Fates left and right. But we can pick a card to pick a card, so that's good. And we should easily win this round. So Mage Seekers worked out for us pretty well. Challenge 5 is Ezreal and Lulu. Special rules are Blinking Flames. All spells and skills deal 1 extra damage. And on Stable Technology, grant a random keyword to the first unit the foe summons each round. The Blinking Flames plus Ezreal means that he's going to do 2 damage with Static Shock. Sometimes the game doesn't know that it has bonus damage, so it might not target something with 2 hit points, but you can't depend on that. So this is where I think Twisted Fate is maybe a mistake. I'm gonna take Viego here, he plays for free, as Invasive Hydrovine, those are all good cards. Yeah, so we'll see how this goes. Cost reduction on Hydrovine is great, and cost reduction on pick a card also good. We go into Ezreal, whose power is Target Practice. Both spells cost 1. Round start, create a fleeting Static Shock in hand. If the foe is leveled up, create a fleeting True Shot Barrage instead. And so, I think I'm fine taking this, because that'll give me the extra mana to get rid of Ezreal next round. So Ezreal comes down, then we play Make It Rain, gets rid of both units. We can steal one of their cards, play it for free, play a wild card to draw a card. Not finding our champion, but it's okay. And there he is. I don't want to pass. I can't block. Just red card here, get rid of the assembly bot. You don't want assembly bot to grow. So here's where potentially Twisted Fate's gonna die. Let's see. Give him some extra targets there. The AI likes to target from the right going left, so if you put something on the right, there's a chance that you get lucky like I just did, and they'll target that instead of your champion. And here we're gonna want some bonus power for Twisted Fate, but I'll take Ancient Coin instead. I haven't talked for a long time. Apparently my throat is disagreeing with that. Get rid of Dreadweight Deckhand. Well, actually I like it. I'm scared of Slotbot. I always like the idea of Slotbot, but it never works out quite as well as I want it to. Then we go into Lulu, whose power is Adorbis. Round start, transform the player's strongest follower into a 1/1 squirrel and silence it this round. I don't think that'll matter too much. We're mostly running off of champion power and spells. We'll just pass here. I think it's fine to pass again. That way we can hit more targets with Make It Rain. And we'll finish off Lulu with the red card. Potentially would have been worth saving red card for later. And then killing more targets with it. I feel like that's probably correct. I'm gonna pick a card, Camoborn Soldier. That should make the Ruined Rex pretty good next round. Then we can just pass here. So we're going to Wildcard Blue.
Soak it in.
We're gonna drop a Make It Rain for free. Then we're going to Ruined Rex. I don't know why I created a wild card. Let me play a third card. Okay. So it's probably important to know what your champion does. I kind of took a break from playing and forgot a lot, but it's okay. Play Viego for free. And Make It Rain here. They'll probably play another card. But we have Chemtech Duplicator and more Make It Rain, so we're good. Challenge 6 is Zed. Special rules are Mortal Marks. When any player summons a unit, sets health to 1, and suffer a round start, deal 1 to all the player's damage units. So let's make sure we... Well, I guess it doesn't matter. We can't really be damaged because we only have 1 hit point. Damaging us would kill us, so it's just never going to be a thing that happens. We have a mana gem here. The rest of the package kind of sucks, but should be fine. A lot of things don't matter. Zed can't really take advantage of Funsmiths, so we're gonna take Funsmiths. We can take advantage of that. And we're gonna take cost reduction on Twisted Fate. We can play him round 1. Go into Zed, whose power is Blade in the Darkness. Round end, if the player's Nexus took damage this round, the foe's strongest unit strikes it. We do start with our Twisted Fate in hand. Still kind of want more mana, so we're going to re-roll a couple cards here. Really want them to play a card first, but the chance that we could lose Twisted Fate is a little bit high here.
I have unfinished business. You have nothing to get see you soon.
Could have attacked with everything and gotten 4 damage in there, but I chose against it. Gonna take damage here. Pick a card, Zap, and drop a Bull Shark. We can block the Shadow or Zed, doesn't really matter. Just gonna block both so that he doesn't get closer to level up. Play Bull Shark.
Watch the ball.
Yeah, that's doesn't do anything.
Go with the flow. Build with extra bite.
And we'll pick a card, this Trendemir, although maybe the Wolf Rider was a better choice. Do level up Twisted Fate. We're not quite at Chemtech yet, because we didn't pull our guy that gets us to Chemtech. think I'm just gonna pass. Let them play another card. That way when a red card, it'll hit both.
Something for all.
Although because Twisted's fate leveled, I could have done that at burst speed anyway, so maybe that was the better option.
Hold it, partner.
Then we'll pass. We can get double value out of these spells next round. Although, unnecessary. For the next three, we are using Diana, Troll King's Crown, Grand General's Counterplan, and Caulfield's Warhammer. If you have Chosen by the Stars, I would use that instead of Troll Kings, and then I would probably make some more edits because of that. Challenge 7 is Caitlyn. Special rules are no looking back while the player has no cards in their hand. Their units have +2/+2. And Raucous Roar. When the foe attacks, give the player's units -2/-0 this round. As long as the flash bomb traps don't kill Diana, we're going to be okay. And we'll take... Actually, don't want that. Take Lux here. In the shop. Putting things on Pale Cascade can be good. I don't know if Emperor's Favor is exactly what I would put there, though. Fury and Dragon sounds good. And that's probably all we can afford. We go into Poppy, whose power is still Heroics. Do you want to play something that lets you trigger Nightfall? But we don't have that. The ideal is a Dusk Petal guy, whose name I don't know. Take Pale Cascade, it's incredible. Drop Diana here. Use Pale Cascade on Diana. Attack with double attack. Win the game. Radiant Plate Armor is interesting. Can't play on turn 1, but you kind of don't want to anyway. They could play on 2 or 3, and then that extra power will double. Get rid of our worst card, which is Lunari Priestess. Maybe Remembrance. You can go to Caitlyn, whose power is on the case. Round start, the foe plants 1 Flash Bomb Trap in the top 8 cards of the opponent's deck. I should have mulliganed a little bit harder there. So yeah, Lunari Duskbringer is the card you kind of want to have. His will give you the Dusk Petal Dust, which will give you just a little bit of extra mana, which is great. So for example, now I could play the Cloven Way. But there was nothing to target, so we're not going to. Not quite enough to win, but close. This guy dies, we'll get a spell out of it, so. It's also another target. Use a Pale Cascade, that way we kill the blocker. Although we could have played Cloven Way. And since everything is overwhelmed, this attack should be more than sufficient. Challenge 8 is Karma with Let's Rock and Combat Awareness. All units have Scout. And around start, the foe summons a Rockfall Path if they don't have one. Rockfall Path is something you need to just be aware of. Make sure you aren't running into it. Quick Attack is interesting. With Scout, I'm not sure we want it. I think stats would just be better. I think Fury's pretty good. And we go into Karma, whose power is guided meditation. Game start, all players start with 10 mana gems. So back in the old day, Gale Force used to not shuffle it into your deck, just put it back in your hand. And when that was true, Diana was probably the strongest champion in the game. The reason for that is Scout on Diana is incredible. Feels like I should play a lurker. I pass, they're gonna drop Karma eventually. Okay, we're gonna stun here. And then can't quite block Karma. Actually we can, maybe pill. Would have been nicer if we had the attack token to start, but you take what you can get. I'm gonna play Heaven's Align to trigger Nightfall, drop Rek'Sai, that is to potentially eat anything that they might decide to use on us, like this Concussive Palm. Then we can drop Diana. He'll Cascade on Diana. He'll Cascade on Diana. Then we're out of mana. Back with Scout. In the game. She's real good. I don't use her a lot anymore because I don't know. She's real good. Challenge 9 is Gangplank and Lee Sin. Special rules are Unstoppable Force. Allies have +3/+3 Overwhelm and can't block. And Mush, when the foe attacks, they summon an attacking random 1-cost Poro. So because everything is Overwhelm, you should switch out Troll King's Crown. You're probably going to want to replace it with Gale Force, because the +3/+3 should give you that round 1 win, regardless of something. Regardless of if you're playing on turn 1 or not. You could also probably replace Grand General's counterplan, because I don't expect that the opponent is going to last 2 rounds. But I didn't do that. I just want more power on Diana. I mean, +7/+7 for 3 cost. I actually don't hate, but I think that is not going to work out as well as Grifter's deck. Also, we want to win before we have 5 mana.
I accept your terms.
And we go into Gangplank, whose power is the Saltwater Scourge. Round start, the foe summons a powder keg. The first time the foe starts the round with less than 15 health, they create a Dreadway in hand. So the rare power says create the Dreadway, and the epic power says create the Dreadway. That is useless information, but if you are interested, that is true. So I didn't draw Diana, which is our win condition, but it should be fine overall. I'm gonna play Twisted Fate next round. And we have so much power here. We decided not to block, so they lose the game. Seems good. Take Excavator's Charge or Focusing Crystal. I don't think there's a huge difference between the two. Excavator's Charge works on more things. Since we're trying to win on the first round we play, I think it's a little bit better. I'm going to Lee Sin, whose power is always listening. When the foe's units attack, create 2 Resonating Strikes in their hand. They cost 0. I think Resonating Strike is always fleeting. I keep the Heavens Align and get rid of everything else. So you play Heaven's Line. Actually, probably should have played the Pool Shark instead. And we drop Diana. They spent their mana, so we are no longer concerned about anything. They could have Steel Tempest in hand. Weren't quite able to do enough damage to finish off the game, but it's fine, we'll win next round. There's no stopping this. Challenge 10 is Karma. Special rules are the price of progress. The player's spells cost 2 less, the player's units cost 1 more, and waters flow. When the foe plays a spell, grant its weakest unit +1/+1. I'm using Nami here, but you could really use anything. If you want to use one of the higher cost champions against Karma is a great time to do that. For relics, we're using Chemtech Duplicator and 2 Grand General's Counter Plan. Nami's also just really good, so it could be something that you want to save for later and not spend here. And because we have 10 mana, we can pick basically anything and take Garen. Seems fun. And we'll Shadow Totem Nami, that'll let her play spells on herself, which she normally cannot do. Then we go into Karma, whose power is Guided Meditation. Game start, all players start with 10 mana gems. So we're on the defense again, which is unfortunate. Much more fun to start. And we don't draw Nami, but that's fine. Start by dropping Garen. Then we'll drop the Otterpuss to block. They're not even going to attack, that's fine. Play Answered Prayers to see what champion we get. We do get Nami here. I think I'll wait till our attack round to drop her. Start with Coral Creatures, let our opponents play a card. Drop Nami. This is why you want your opponents to play a card first. I'm gonna play Eye of Nakaraburos to get some more cards in my hand. That'll let me play Nami's Ebb, although I think we're full on cards, but I do want to get something out of my hand first. I'm just not sure I can. Do Bright Steel. Then we can play Nami's Ebb. Yeah, so I didn't get enough cards out of my hand, but it was kind of impossible to do so, so it's fine. Drop the Wiggly Burblefish. Just gets a card out of our hand. Oh, it creates another card, so it doesn't exactly help. Our problem is mostly that we can't get cards out of our hand. That's fine, we'll deal with what we have. The ideal scenario would be that our Ebbs hit our opponents and remove them. And Concerted Strike here. And should be good enough. Totally unnecessary. Challenge 11 is Taliyah and Gangplank. Special rules are Lingering Shadows. When a unit dies, grant a random unit in that player's hand +1/+1. Blinking Flames, all spells and skills deal 1 extra damage. Pilfered Provisions, which does something. And Fortifications, the foe's nexus is tough. We're going to be using Samira for this with double Dreadway Chase Gun and Crown Guard Inheritance. These are going to be a little bit less good because of the fortifications, but mostly you use them just to level up Samira. The fact that it can also kill the enemy nexus is just a bonus. And I'll take Lux Illuminated here. There's a mana gem. We have Lost Chapter from probably like one of the stars, and Black Cleaver, which actually doesn't do that much since Lux has low starting stats. We can take Stylish Shot. That's probably fine. Don't want another one. And Deathless on Samira I can't afford, so shouldn't have taken the Stylish Shot. But I don't know. Big bonus on Death's Hand should be good. We go into Taliyah, whose power is Teen Power. Round start, the foe summons a landmark from the regions that cost 2 or less. And let's try to get our champion. We don't. Jaro boosting Lux Illuminated. Attack for 1. Can't just kill this unit. Seems like that's probably a good call. The Plunder gives us -3 to all of our costs. And here is Samira. So I do want our opponents to play a card so we can do something. And they didn't. And I lost Samira. So, bad play. Not sure why that was important to me. Drop Samira here though. Yeah, our hand was too full, so we lost a warning shot. That's okay. Give ourselves Challenger. Then I think I need to play 2 spells. Or 2 anything, I guess. 2 cards. Level up, which gives us Rally. Pretty easy. And we'll take double attack, sounds good. Chosen by the Stars, also very good on Samira. Take Shadow Totem so I can get 2. I don't know if that helps. Maybe Farsight Alteration was just better. I think I'm just gonna pass here. Stylish Shot into Samira. Play warning shots for our next Samira. Play some more warning shots. I'm gonna want to attack here. That'll let us play another card to level up, which will give us another attack. Should have killed that guy earlier. I thought about it, then didn't do it. Gonna play the Stylish Shot, does 4 damage. Drop Ruined Reckoner. This gives us an attack. Now should win the game. Yeah. The challenge 12 is difficult. We have Zed and Kai'Sa. Special rules are only the strong, round end, kill all units except each player's strongest, and creeping chill, round start, frostbite, the player's strongest unit. These two go together. So, round end, you lose all but 1. Round start, that one gets frostbite, so you can do no damage. This we're going to be using Ahri, last chapter, Hymn of Valor, Curator's Gatebreaker. Ideally, you're not going to want to use Hymn of Valor when you have 0 power. But aside from that, it should be fine. Also, just Zed and Kai'Sa are strong champions on their own, so it's a little extra problematic. We're going to be looking for something spells focused, because putting too many units on the board could be a problem, since they're going to die from only the strong anyway. And take Acorn for the mana gem. We also have an equipment we can use, although I don't think it actually makes sense to use it. And take Homecoming with Draw Champion. You're looking for more things that have recall on it, and Power Riff on Ahri has the potential to make her go infinite. We go into Zed, whose power is Blade in the Darkness. Round end, if the foe struck, then they strike again, more or less. They play Ahri. Redouble Valor. Charm. Play Ahri. Redouble Valor. There's no point in dropping Seraphine because she would just die, and there's no point in using the equipment because it's going to go away next turn. We can't attack. And see, here we have that lovely 0 power. Just recall here. I'm gonna pass. Maybe? I think I can win the game. Ezreal, there's no target for a charm. Drop a droplet. Recall Ahri. Drop her again. That's basically the idea. 6-star power lets it happen twice, but it doesn't actually matter because you're doubling every time. It just sets you back by like 1 round. We'll get Spell Shield here. And add the champion item chest. Gonna want nothing that we found. Take Crystal Carrier just in case. Go into Kai'Sa, whose power is Rapid Evolution. Round start, the foe grants each of their units +1/+1 and a random keyword. The ideal item for Ahri is the one that gives you a fleeting copy when you play, so that you can just chain off Ahri's charm. Having more ways to recall, always better. I'm gonna pass here, not sure why. Play a unit. Redouble Valor. Charm, removing Spell Shield. Drop Ahri for free. Because of Power Riff. Charm, drop Ahri. Redouble Valor. Drop a Dancing Droplet, and then the attack will switch us out with the Elusive, so it's unblockable. Plenty of damage. And that is it. That is challenges 1 through 12 of the July 2025 monthly challenges. I know that looked really easy, but this is actually a really scary adventure. That's why we picked Ahri. Ahri is incredibly powerful, and we can use her to deal with that adventure. You also use Wicked Harvest on her, so every time you play her she does 3 damage to everything. That's a fun way to play. Yeah, and that's all from me. Thank you for watching. If you like what I'm doing, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.